this video, I'm gonna share with you some healthy tips if you are a new mom. These are tips that I am implementing myself, and over the last week, I've just been kind of like, you know what, these are some things that I wanna start to do on a daily basis to help me feel back to myself a little bit more. In addition to being a wonderful new mom, I'm still a person of my own, and I have things that I'd like to accomplish in my life. And so these tips are things that I'm implementing, and I wanted to share them with you guys. Of course, I know I have a lot of moms out there watching. Being a mom is one of the best and most wonderful things that has ever happened to me in my life. I love being Eli's mom. There's nothing like it. I wouldn't take it away for a second. It's the most wonderful thing. However, I feel that I've lost myself a little bit. I don't have time for myself, and I just kind of feel like I'm unable to get anything done. If you know how I feel, definitely comment down below. Some days go by and it's like I'm just putting out fires and I do not ever accomplish anything. And I don't like that feeling. Before I had a baby, I was so driven and so goal-oriented, even to a fault. So it's good to let some of that go. However, I really feel like there's so many things that I want to get done in the day. And so these are the tips that I'm implementing, and I want to just share them with you. Get up early when you can. Now, I know this is not always the case. If your baby is not sleeping through the night yet and you have an opportunity to sleep late, do that, because you know, you need to sleep at some point. But if your baby is starting to sleep a little bit longer, only waking up a time or two a night, and you kind of feel like you have the luxury of being able to get up early and still feel rested, I say do it. So waking up early and what you can get done will be individual for each one of you. So to me, that means a couple of things. It means I can either go to the gym or do some exercise at home on my own, or I can just read my Bible, or I can just have a little bit of time to catch up on things around the house that I need to do before anybody else wakes up. Now, this is not something that's happening all the time for me, but it is starting to happen a little bit more often, and I'm so happy about it. I feel so much more accomplished when I get the things that I need to get done out of the way, and then I can really devote my time to Eli and to Chris and give them you know, whatever they need help with throughout the day. Prioritizing and making a plan. So again, that will look different for everybody, but for me, some examples of what that means is writing things down in a planner. I've tried to move away from planners and just use my phone, but there's something to me about writing things down list by list that really helps me feel accomplished. I'm able to re-look at it like 50 times a day and say, oh, did I get this done? Did I get this done? It keeps it organized for me, and things that I prioritize and I need to plan into my day are working out. I realize that when I don't exercise, I start to feel really unhappy. It's just something that I love. Our body needs exercise to help rid toxins. We need to sweat. We need to deep breathe. All those things are really important to our physical sense, but also to our mental and emotional well-being. If you've watched any of my postpartum kind of chats, you know that I had a prolapse from giving birth, and I have not had the opportunity to sweat in so many months, like 9-10 months. I have not sweat, and now I'm sweaty. I'm really, really happy. I love the feeling of sweating and just getting those endorphins in. I'm back to lifting weights. I've begun teaching Pilates again and getting recertified for that, and my pelvic floor is so much stronger because of it. Side note, I definitely say if you had a baby, have or do some Pilates afterwards, because it is life-changing, something that nobody talks about needing to repair, but it's such a huge thing in rehabilitating your body after a baby. So that aside, do Pilates. So this is a priority and a goal that I feel is attainable. I cannot go to the gym every single morning, but I can go twice a week. I can do a little bit at a time. I'm sick of putting myself on the back burner, and just, I don't feel well with that. So I need to carve out a little bit of time for me, and I think as a new mom, we all need to do that. It's easy to lose yourself. It's so easy to put yourself on the back burner, and it's important to not do that. And when you're ready to come back at it, little bits at a time, but making a plan and keeping things in priority, and you know, setting out your workout clothes the night before you know you're gonna do it, just do it. So that's what I have to say about that. I gotta go home now and take care of the baby. I used to go to the gym 6 days a week. I did yoga, I did Pilates, I did it all. However, now I'm down to 2 days a week, and you know, it's not as what it was, but it is so much better than not being able to go at all. My husband takes care of Eli, and I'm able to go to the gym for an hour, and I feel so much better. The second thing that I prioritize is singing every day. If you don't know, I'm a professional singer, and so it's very important, even though I'm not in a show right now, it's very important that I maintain my vocal stamina and my vocal health, because when auditions come up for a new show, I need to be ready to go at a moment's notice. So That means for me singing at least 15 minutes a day, so warming up and then singing through something, anything that I want to sing through. And if I do that, I can maintain my voice. It's a whole lot easier to get back into shape if I need to sing for a gig or for a show at a moment's notice. And then with regards to prioritizing and planning, I just want to share a tip that kind of really helps me, frees me from, you know, a mile-long to-do list, which I've always had in the past. My to-do lists are insane. They're not good. It's just picking 3 things. 3 things work related and 3 things either family or housework related. So for example, work related, I would say something like I need to edit a video, I need to sing for that day, and I need to, I'm starting to teach Pilates again, so I need to plan a class so that I'm able to teach that class and have, you know, my outline together. And then for things around the house or family, it would be look at my husband, talk to him for 10 minutes without any phones in our hands, vacuum the floors and clean the pantry, for example. And if I get those 3 work things and 3 home things done in one day, that's good. Some days, you know, 3 is too much, and if you just get 1 thing done, at least, you know, for me, that just makes me feel a little bit better than just feeling like I have all these mounting things and making me so stressful that I feel like I can't get anything done. If I make my goals attainable, they're so much easier to get done. Get outside every single day, whether it is winter or summer. It's summer right now here, so getting outside is something that I naturally want to do all the time. But even in winter, I try and get outside every single day. I need fresh air. The baby needs fresh air, especially when you're going through like a frustrating day. It will be like 2, 3 o'clock in the afternoon, and I'll be like, oh my gosh, I've been in the house all day long. This is not good. We're meant to be outside. We need vitamin D on our skin. We need fresh air. So even if it's just 15 to 30 minutes, go outside. If it's winter, bundle up, bundle the baby up, put him in the stroller, and go for a walk. Fresh air and sunshine does a world of difference. I always feel so much better. And if I'm just alone with the baby all day long and I just need like a reprieve, getting outside fixes everything, and I'm able to listen to like a podcast, or if I need to make a phone call to somebody, I can do that. He's enjoying it because I'm with him and he's seeing all the birds and the animals and the trees, and it just makes things so much better. So get outside every single day. Take the damn nap. Take it. Go to sleep. I know for me, if I don't take a nap on the days, especially when I'm sleep deprived, I'm not gonna make it till the baby's bedtime. It's just not gonna happen. I'm irritable and I just start to feel really resentful about everything, so I need to take a nap. So when your baby takes the nap, take the nap. I resisted this for a really long time. I always felt like there were so many other things to do, and I know I'm not alone here because there are so many other things that we need to do as moms. There's so many things to do. However, I decided that for me, for example, if I'm prioritizing and planning and waking up early and doing my thing in the morning, when I come home from the gym, for example, the baby is taking his first nap. Thank you to Chris, who's put him down. And then I will continue to move along and get things done until he wakes up. We'll play, we'll do our thing, we'll eat. And then when he goes down for his second nap at about noon, then if I'm tired, I'm taking that nap. That is my chance. And if I miss that window, it's my own fault. When I take that middle nap with him, so much better. We both wake up refreshed and feeling good, and we can go about our day. And it's not like 5 or 6 p.m. and I'm wishing for it to be bedtime already. And the last thing is to make sure that you eat and drink. Oh my gosh, this is so simple, yet I really forget a lot of times. I hate when people say, oh my gosh, I totally forgot to eat. I don't know what's wrong with me. I'm not talking in that way. I'm just talking like I'm so busy that I do not make time for myself to eat. Like I've already fed the baby 5 times, or I've already made lunch for Chris, and I just haven't eaten anything, and it's like 2 or 3, and this is not a good way to be. I'm all for, you know, occasional fasting. I'm all for intermittent fasting if that's what you want to do. Awesome. However, for me, I just started to feel like I'm just not eating forever and ever, and I have a history of anorexia, and I just feel like this is really unhealthy, borderline behavior to engage in on a daily basis. So make sure that you eat and make sure that you drink water. With regards to water, I try to drink 1 gallon a day. I'm still breastfeeding. I breastfeed very often. I breastfeed on demand, and so I'm constantly needing water. My skin, I remember when I first started breastfeeding, it was like I shriveled up into a little prune. My arms were dry, my hands were scaly. I just felt like I could never get enough water. So So water is key, as well as water-rich foods. So fruits and vegetables that are really hydrating are gonna really help your system. And for me, like every time I try and breastfeed, I try to have water kind of everywhere. So whatever works for you, whether it's one large jar and you carry it around with you everywhere, or a medium jar and you fill it up like 4 times a day, whatever works for you, just make sure that you're having enough water. And with regard to eating, I wanna share with you a recipe that is super easy. You can make this in 15 to 20 minutes. It has brown rice in it, lots of vegetables, and a really lovely creamy sauce. It's a no oil recipe, but I'm going to buy all the ingredients at Walmart because a lot of times I hear people say, oh, I wanna eat better, but it's expensive and there's nothing organic in the stores that I go to. Well, I have been looking around Walmart lately and I see that there are so many organic ingredients. So I'm going to buy and make the whole meal from things that I get in Walmart. And I'm going to show you kind of what kind of variety is available there. It's really important to take care of yourself by eating healthy, especially when you're still breastfeeding. They need the nutrients, your babies need the nutrients, and you need, whoa, what happened? And you need the nutrients as well to be able to take care of your baby well. Look at all this organic stuff right here. I'm going to be getting some organic zucchini, and I'm also going to be knocking the entire row of them off. Check out down there though, we still have so many leafy greens that are all organic. And you can make this really quick. I actually made this meal really quick when I was filming this while the baby was eating his dinner, and I was able to eat before he started fussing. So this is a meal that I hope that you will enjoy. And this is my caveat to this whole video. Be willing to let go of your plans, your priorities, and the way that you think the day should go, because sometimes, most days, it does not. But I still don't think there's a problem with making a plan. If you consistently show up every day and you do those things over and over, whether it be wanting to exercise again, or wanting to eat healthy, or wanting to sleep more, or wanting to get back on a work schedule, or whatever it is that you're feeling overwhelmed that you're not able to accomplish, consistent small steps every single day will get you there eventually. This is just a time period in our lives, and you know, I know for myself, and I'm sure for you as well, you know, you want to soak up those moments with your baby. You want to be there. You want to have like fully present time with your baby. And I think it's so important because I know later things will change. They won't need you as much. And you know, it's a very precious time, and I'm well aware of how important that is, and I want to soak every moment of it up. But at the same time, there's other areas of life that need to be taken care of, and you cannot put yourself on the back burner. I definitely have been putting myself on the back burner, and I can't do it anymore. I hope that this video was helpful to you guys and that some of you can identify. I'm sure you can. I just feel like this is a problem that, you know, trying to balance the new life, this new way of life is such a balancing act. That's, you know, what it is. And It's great. It's great, and it sucks sometimes, and it's wonderful, and it's bittersweet, and there's times when you just want to cry right alongside with your baby, and there's times when you're like, I did everything I needed to do today and it was awesome. I love those days. But we just roll with the punches and we just go along. It's a progressive, moving along kind of path, and you know, if you have people to help you out, it makes it that much easier. And if you don't, props to you, don't give up. You're doing a great job, mama. I'm really interested to hear what kind of things that you implement into your daily life as a mom to kind of get things done. I would love to hear your tips and your tricks, because I think that we all have different things that work for us. So let me know your tips down below. If you're new to my channel, please subscribe. I do lots of recipe videos, vegan education videos, and vegan lifestyle videos. So let me know what you want to see next. Comment down below. Tell me what you're thinking. And thank you guys so much for watching. Thank you for subscribing. I truly, truly am thankful to each and every one of you. And I will see you next Wednesday for my next video. Bye.